I am Sure Sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is Righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
This one dedicated to our...
Yes, it's finally here. The Russie's Brosis Foundation presents the official groundbreaking of the Colin Miller Sports Complex on Friday, December the 16th, 2022. Let's come meet and greet the barbecue session at the auditorium. On Saturday, December the 17th, 2022, the official groundbreaking ceremony. And don't forget the doubleheader football match between the Colin Miller International versus Emerson D. Henry Russie's All-Stars. It's a family affair. Food and refreshment on sale. To miss is to diss. Russie's Brosis to the world.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. This is Manning's Man. The last one for the day, right, on Super Friday. Remember, it is our Super Friday. On Super Fridays, I mean, some of you always talk about the good work and we really enjoy the platform and all of that. So we say, while you're saying all of that, that's very good because encouragement, they say, sweetens labor. But it would also be nice if you also contributed to the channel, if you can, by giving a super chat or a super sticker to I Am Sure Sports. That would certainly be highly appreciated. When you do that, we are able to improve and upgrade the work that we do here at I Am Sure Sports. And so go ahead, it is Super Friday. Don't let the day end and you don't do that and show us some love. Also, remember to hit the like button. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share the content. All right? Because when you do that, you also help with the algorithms for the platform. And that goes a mighty, mighty long way. It's a very interesting video because many people would say, why not speak about World Cup and schoolboy football? We did that today, but this is a very important thing that is happening. And I don't know if a lot of you have been following up with what is happening with local football, because there is so much football that is being played that some of us are not realizing that there is so much football that is not being played. And I think that is the dilemma that we are in. There is a level of football that we have not had for a while, and I think we are not paying a lot of attention to it. And so I want to do that today. Having listened to some people over the last few days in different areas and places on the footballing ladder, I thought it best to come and ventilate the matter on the platform for around an hour today and then get some feedback from you. Again, welcome to the platform. I am Manning's Man. A big thank you to the sponsors of this video, Tricknick, Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and seek legacy for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA. Visit Launch Legacy at launchlegacy.com or call or text them at 647-989-0782. Also to Prestige Finance, where they Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most. You can call Prestige Finance at 876-884-7390. Located in Linstead, St. Catherine, Jamaica, they offer you loans of up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars. There's no processing fee, same day processing, and only 0 to 4% interest rate. All right. Now, let's go to where this all started. Oh, some of you may not know that major leagues, when the pandemic hit, major leagues were a lot of it on the Super League, because they used to have these Confederation Super League. What that meant, Parish Super League. So what that meant, they combined like St. Anne and St. Mary, Portland, and St. Thomas. They had the Western Confed, so everywhere kind of had it differently. And then 7 teams would go to the playoffs and stuff. But while you did that, you'd still have to, like the parishes that were combined, especially in what they call the Eastern Confed, they would still have to play in their local leagues, which is the major league. Now, when the pandemic hit, a lot of those clubs were just about to start, or the leagues were a week or 2 into their seasons, and then the pandemic came and no football at that level for 2 years and counting, major league and those things. All right. So remember, a lot of those competitions also were unsponsored. In fact, the Super League that they had, all the jerseys were provided by the Jamaica Football Federation, Umber jerseys, black, blue, orange, and green, right? So the teams that were playing, those were the jerseys that they had who played in that. So it was sponsored by the JFF, and they would give monies for transportation to assist with that. All right. Now, they have Tier 2, which means that there'll be no more of that kind of Super League format. But the parishes will have Major League, and then find a way of qualifying for the Tier 2, and then they play in the Tier 2 to qualify for the Premier League. All right. Now, it's important that you understand that because that means a lot of the clubs would have spent a lot of money and then the league stopped. Meaning, if let's calculate, right? Let's use $10,000 as a ballpark figure for a football boots. Most of them don't go below that. They go above that, especially the higher quality ones. Say you buy 20 of those one time in the season, from pre-season to the completion of a season. That's $200,000 on soccer cleats or boots, for some of you who know it, alone. All right. If the jerseys are not sponsored like they were, a set of gears, including socks, shorts, and top for 20 players, you're probably looking at the same $10,000 per player. 251, 25, and probably let's say 5,000, right? That's the next $100,000. You're looking at 300,000. All right. You're talking about ball and other training equipment and all of those things. So to safely put it, for a season in the major league without paying players to play, except you give them bus fare to go and come from training, those who don't live in the community, a person can spend a minimum of $2 million. And remember, the competition, the highest level of returns when they had the Super League was like 150,000 Jamaican dollars. Remember what your expenditure is, 2 million. If you come to the parish, I think probably the highest amount, except when it was a Captain Bakery sponsored league, is probably $200,000 that you get to play in your parish league when you're spending anywhere between $1.5 to $2 million. All right. So now, all of these clubs, I mean, players have stopped playing the game. That's number one. Some have moved on. Number two, the people who used to run these clubs would have channeled their resources in other places. So if you run a club, the football not going on, you'd probably start using your money to do some other things. All right. So now the parishes, including St. Anne Trelawney, Westmoreland, they want to restart what we call parish football with major leagues. Most of these parishes don't have a sponsor. And remember, the clubs have spent money that they have not recouped yet. Now, how are the clubs going to play in a major league, find money, right, to get involved without any sort of sponsorship? So the leagues are not sponsored, and if there's any sponsorship, when you win, you get probably a maximum of $200,000. You're spending $2 million. Now, if you remember the JPL, one of the things they did in the JPL clubs got money. Like the JPL, the clubs get money to do everything. They also got money in the pandemic. The Premier League clubs, they got money in the pandemic. The clubs at the lower level, they didn't get any money. So I want to know, what is the incentive for playing Major League? What is the incentive for a person to spend $2 million? This is Jamaican money, of course, 2 million Jamaicans, which is around 15,000 US. 15,000, and this is at the lower end where you're not paying anybody to play except you're giving them some money to help with transportation to and fro. Because remember, you have to talk about meals when you have game and Gatorade, training stuff, medical stuff, player injuries, changing of boots and those things. So minimum, that's what you're spending. Now, where are the clubs going to get money? And there is no sponsor. All right, somebody just L Granny Adhero says 13,000 US, $333 to give the exact amount at the present exchange rate. All right, so that is what they are being asked to find to play in Major League, and this is right across the parishes. It is one of the reasons, for example, why CASAFA refused to play in the Tier 2, because it's also an unsponsored league, and the only benefit you get if the one team that qualifies gets into the Premier League and may get some money. The other teams operate at a deficit because there's no sponsorship. All right? No. So that is my question. What is going to happen with football in Westmoreland? Where are the clubs? The 12 clubs that are going to participate in the Westmoreland Major League, where are they going to get money from? Where is that club in Sav or Big Bridge or Stratbogie or Petersfield or Frome or Grangeville? Let's come to Trelawney, same thing. We're the club from Duncans and from Holland and from Greenwood and from give me maybe wherever they're from, where are they going to get money? When you go to Hanover, Green Island, and those places, Lucy, where are they going to get money to enter? All right, that's number one. Come to St. Anne, the Lime Hall and the Steer Town and the Exchange and the Ochi and the Priory and the Runaway Bay, the Discovery Bay. Where will the clubs in these places get money to start major league? Because remember, you have to connect to this FIFA Connect. You have to have this club structure. Players get ID and all of those things. You have to prove that you have legitimate bank account, properly registered. You also know, according to the JFF, you need to get a coach. Now, all of these coaches are paying to earn. So no coach is going to come and coach you without you paying them. So you're supposed to pay a coach. Where will the clubs get the money from? So is the system simple as this? You don't have any money, you can't have a team. So only those who have money can run the team. That's going to disenfranchise a lot of people who are running and operating football. So we're going to come to the solution, but I want to lay out the facts, because parishes are engaging clubs to enter major league because they want to get football going, but there is no sponsorship, there is no money, there was nothing given to the clubs during the pandemic to keep them sustainable. So if you had, in 2019, when the thing kind of ended, if you had some footballs, you can't use them anymore. They get dry rot and all of those stuff. All of those things you're going to have to purchase again. So is there a sponsorship coming in to give all the clubs 10 footballs to start? Cones and bibs and those things? Where is that coming from? Or the owners are supposed to go and buy it without sponsorship? Because if at the highest level, which is our national team and our Premier League clubs, they are struggling to get sponsorship, how are major league teams going to get it? All right. So let me pause there for a minute and go through some of the love of the game. What I'm saying, Ishmael, is that there was a time when love of the game, the pandemic has changed many things. People love the game, found other things to do with their money. And many people realize that, wow, this is what I was doing with my money concerning football. A lot of people in football who I spoke to who own clubs said they didn't realize that they were spending so much money on football until the pandemic came and they realize it. And so they have made up their mind that they're not going back into it because they have made such progress having not to put money in football. All right. Yeah, there you go, Rob. If you don't get promoted to the Premier League, you operate at a loss. And if you don't win the Premier League, you're further operating at a loss. Bless up, Ludwig. Freedom says, Green Island FC didn't even get their prize money as yet for winning the Hanover D1 League 2000. I'm telling you. And people, if you understand how Jamaica football win, when you are supposed to collect that check for winning anything in a parish, you are told that you never paid for 10 registry red cards, and you had 15 yellow cards, and you also didn't pay affiliation fee, and you were late for a couple of games, and so you have to pay a fine for that, and all of this. So by the time you get the 150, you only get 30,000 because 70,000 because you hear that you have backlog of affiliation fee. These things are the reality of football in Jamaica, They say, Robbie, it should be called Major Loss League. All right. The last time I heard Mr. Speed said that JFF is sponsor of the Tier 2 and the Women's League. Yeah, but when they say they sponsor it, was there prize money, and what was the prize money? Do you realize you don't hear anything about prize money? To sponsor the league, prize money is different from being, you can sponsor the prize money. You are a sponsor. So the other things associated with running a club, you don't help with. The Premier League teams get gears, There's a gear sponsor. They have juice sponsor. They have transportation sponsor. They have a league sponsor. They have profit sharing. That's the only football, and people are still suffering loss at the Premier League level because their expenditure way surpass their income. My question is, if at the Premier League level, with all of that sponsorship, that's what is happening, what do you think is happening at the lower levels? Talk to me. So here is what I think is going to happen. A lot of clubs are not going to be in football. And a lot of youths are not going to play. Unless the JFF says, have consultation with the people in the parishes. And say, listen, we are going to approach FIFA or through the JFF funding, through its Adidas deal, we are going to get a gear sponsor for all the major leagues in the parish. So clubs will not have to find gears. And they find a brand sponsor to put their brand on the front of all the gears for all the major leagues in all the parishes. That brand sponsor provide the winning money, maybe $100,000 or $250,000 in every parish. That's solution one. So remember, they have to get monies from FIFA to do this, get a gear sponsor, just like how in the Premier League, Admiral sponsors as all the gears. You need one person to do all the gears. Maybe Admiral, somebody to do that, and you put brands on it. So you find, even if you say in this parish, Jack and Jill is the sponsor in St. Anne, and Peter and Paul is the sponsor in Westmoreland, and Joan and Jade. You understand me? You do it that way, and that sponsor goes on the jersey. So now the clubs don't have to buy gears, right? The GFF also, through the parish associations, must give all of the clubs to restart football equipment. Find sponsors to do that. And let the other administrative stuff be run by the clubs. They have to find the rest of stuff to give players stipend to come to training and buy them Gatorade. There has to be a meeting halfway to resolve this, or the football is going to be disorganized again. Owners of teams need to understand the business side of football. I think the team need to seek sponsor for their club, and if they can't, should rethink if being in business is what they want. So that's what I'm telling you. Listen, a lot of us, let me say this, right? A lot of us watch what happens in developed countries and think like, if the people, KW Media, if everybody in football in Jamaica think like you, I guarantee you that probably one club alone would run, or two. Probably not right across Jamaica, I am telling you. You would not, if everybody operate this way, if they say, listen, there's a business, and what are the profits? Probably only 5 or 4 clubs would run in the entire parish at any level at all. So, if you're saying that the man who runs Greenwich Farm and the man who runs Rockfort, if they can't they should not run football if they can't do it as a business, then you're not going to have any football. I'm telling you that. Right across Jamaica, a lot of clubs will not be around to play any football at all. Even some in the Premier League right now. Right now. And that is why even some of the people in the comment section, they don't have football teams. You know why? You think they don't? They know that they know that it cannot be a business in Jamaica because there's no profit from it. If you can find one person in Jamaica who runs a profitable football club, bring them to me. One person. Every owner from even Powell at Mobile, even when Mobile was doing good, talked about how much money. Peter Gould at Mount Pleasant, how much money they're losing. Harborview, Horace Reed at Portmore. The Marlies down at the team for Falmouth. All of these people, Port Morant United when he was in his glory, Bim Williams, Gene Great, what other? All of these people, the people used to run Galaxy down, they will tell you that there's no profit from it. Find the club that has operated in Jamaica and is profitable. Man, these clubs need to merge because Jamaica does not have the resource to support. Listen, all right, again, we speak like we need to get away from community football. And we just had a big discussion on this. So isn't the clubs in England a community football and the clubs in Spain? All of them started in community. All the clubs in Brazil started in community. All the clubs in France started in community. All of them. So if you say take football out of communities, that don't make it. So where are the fans going to come from? We have to be real and honest with ourselves. We have to be real. You're basically saying that, over Spanish Town, the one and clansmen need to come together and form one team. And people from this side supposed to go over this side. We have to, as much as we have some very brilliant ideas in an idealistic world, we have to look at the reality of the situation. How feasible it is to have one team in West Kingston. Where is it going to be? Are we going to say that West Kingston, no, you have no team? You're going to bring Arnett Garden, Tivoli Garden, Denham Town, Rosetown, Craigtown, all of these places, Lincoln Road, Lindus Road, Maxfield, all of these people to come together and say one team enough you have. GX Road, Jarrett Lane, everybody, one team up here in East Kingston. Is that practical? So first, make sure the idea is practical in the context of Jamaica, not based on what is happening in England and America or in other developed countries in the world. It sounds like a very great idea, but football in every single nation started from communities. That is why you don't have a club called London. You have clubs that started in the communities in London. Do you have a club called Birmingham? You have other clubs in Birmingham, in the communities in Birmingham. A team should be able, people. All right, we're just going to talk still because I know a lot of this is opinion based, but not even the Premier League clubs can generate money putting thing on them shirt. Not even the Premier League club, not even the reggae boys, not even the reggae girls in Jamaica. So let's look at that. The reggae girls in Jamaica who qualify for the World Cup are struggling to get a Jamaican company to support them. Second World Cup, and them can't find Jamaican companies to support them. The Sunshine Girls struggled. The track and field athletes tell you, come on, man, we have to be real. The Talawas cricket team is owned by people who don't even come from Jamaica. Now, this, I believe, is a better idea. Like, you just get some conglomerates to buy some big spots and run football. Because there is no money. So, I do a club, and I ain't. Until I can see how a league is going to be sponsored, I am personally not going to put my money in football again that way. Because what is the point? What is this point of just spending $2 million to play football? You win nothing at all. Check any of the clubs who just played in the CASAFA League. See, somebody just put up earlier that from 2019, Green Island FC won the Major League in Hanover, and we are in 2022, and they have not received the money. So hold on. So hold on. Duckland. So where you think like where you think like Birmingham FC was started, and Sunderland. You think those were started by some people in big city? They all started as community clubs. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you that. Arsenal started as a community club. Arsenal Football Club. Crystal Palace. A group of people came together and started in their community, and it expanded. This idea that football just bam and just pop out in some big city, it starts in community. Little fields and people coming together. If you go down to the lower tier of England, English football, you will see that. That's where they build from over time and come up. Yeah, there you go, brain drain. That is what a lot of them want. Support the thing. No, he has 3 more things to go through. That won't happen easily. He won't be extradited. All right. Well, here's what I'm saying, Ishmael. If we operate on this, that is why remember, you see, even in Trinidad, government sponsor their league. A lot of the resources and the oil companies, the biggest companies pump the most money in it. Jamaica is a third world nation. Again, either we need to say to people, maybe, and I'm telling you, if you're going to have to walk up to the people in Tivoli Gardens and Arnett Garden and tell them, say, you can't have no football team. The team of the name West Kingston, and unless you can come together and you can't play no football. Or well, you can play football, but you can't play in our league. That is not the solution. Whenever we speak, we have to speak in the context that we are living in. We understand whether we agree with it or not, or think it should be. There is a political divide. We don't have oil where we can get monies from that. The major industry is the tourism industry in Jamaica right now. Not bauxite and mining anymore, it's tourism. And a lot of that money is not monies that some of the major hotels in Jamaica are not Jamaican owned. So the monies generated are not in Jamaica. There you go. Not the JFF, the PFJL has an MOU to sponsor Tier 2 and Women's League. Thank you, sir. Oh, so there you go. See, they don't even have that anymore because JUTC didn't come back on board. As this is somebody who used to run a club. Ask him if his club is making a profit. The only profit is player sale, you know. And how many players are you going to sell to make that kind of a money back? Anyway, people, it's Super Friday. You understand me? So make sure you drop a super chat. Support the channel. Support I Am Sure Sports. You understand me? Yeah. So should we have one team in Clarendon? Call it Clarendon FC. Tell Humble and say, listen, you have to stop that. All I know people are farm, you have to go support Veer. One team. One team. City team. It's called Maypen FC. Ask Butler how to sell player. How many players Butler sold now? Why not Harborview, who have sold over 50 players? Last time I heard was almost 70 odd players between Europe and America at the highest level. Harborview has sold from the Luton Shelton to the Keith Kelly, Ricardo Gardner, Fabian Taylor, Lance Leng, Jermaine Yu, Donald Stuart, Clifton Wah. Whoa, I mean, all of these players, I mean, names after names, Little Baby, all of them names there now, players at Harborview, Jeremy Lynch, all of these players are players who leave Harborview, you know, brother. A lot of players Harborview selling. Yeah, but you can't tell the people at Westmoreland say them only have one team and tell the people at Clarendon say them can have three. But all right, people, let us listen before we respond. All right, so let's work this out. Right, I will listen to you before I respond so I can fully understand what you're saying. You can also understand what I'm saying. Even the clubs that have sold players are not operating at a profit. Football is not profitable. We don't want to stray from the discussion. What you are all suggesting is that people must still operate them clubs and find sponsors. And I'm saying to you that they are the people in football are going to pull out of football. And some of you are going to come back and complain that, hey, how come the football now play? Because according to your philosophy, if you can't make profit out of it, don't run the club. So that is the word that is what we're telling people, you know. Because you're not making, if you see we're not going to make any profit, don't run a football club. And if that happens, I am saying to you that if everybody involved in football take that right across Jamaica, I guarantee you that you will not find 4 clubs who can say they are making profit from it. Yeah. Many clubs come to the Premier League, get relegated, and it's like the team just get dismantled. We don't have a culture of supporting. Thank you, Lanesra. No, I am not supporting. What the people are saying is that what people need to do is to run the clubs. I think Ishmael was suggesting that for the love of the sports. And all I'm suggesting is that the pandemic changed many stakeholders in football. And there's a reason why you're not seeing parish football, and it may be a long while, because nobody is putting any money into football. And the people who used to run it used to take their personal money and do it. And I am saying to you that a lot of those persons have diverted their funds to other things, and they are not going to put it in football. So what we are looking at is a case where we're not going to have local football. So let's find a solution. The solution cannot be, if you see where you can't make profit, don't run football. If that is the solution, we're in a sad state. Now, how will we develop a football culture? That's a very good question. I'd like for some of you to call in and tell me that. But we need to, we don't have a society that gives into football. All right, so I just got a text. Let me give you an example, right? If the clubs in the JPL with the most sponsors are yet to receive any funding from the season start from the PFL JL, how do you expect club in the parish league without sponsor to get any funds? You understand what is happening in Jamaica? The clubs in the Premier League right now who should be getting money, they're not even getting it. So are we saying that all of these clubs in the Premier League should just come out of the business? What would happen to the football? And I just got that text that the clubs in the Premier League that are supposed to get monies every month for their operation, they have not received a cent. And I'm going to tell you this. How many persons in this stream right now in the last couple of seasons have gone to actually, you have watched more than 5, you have paid to watch more than 5 JPL games. You have bought tickets and watched JPL games. Just look at excuses. If you have, just put a thumbs up. Let me see how many persons living in Jamaica have gone to, since the time of the pandemic and the league restarted, and they have allowed fans, you have gone to 5 JPL games. We're not even going to talk about reggae boys and reggae girls because we know people don't watch that. Brain drain, this is where I'm at. I think 2 things need to happen. Thank you, Duklan. Duklan is one. All right, I know Duklan normally go to games. 1, brain drain. I agree with you. 2 things need to happen. The government need to find a way. And I'm saying to you, you know, there's also, because people must, don't fool yourselves, the same thing is happening with cricket in Jamaica. This is not just a football thing. No parish cricket playing in Jamaica, you know. It's money. Right? The Ministry of Sport need to work with, and that's what I'm saying, it's not even giving the JFF money, but local associations that even for example, the hotels in Westmoreland and Hanover could probably get some benefits from the government on importation of raw material if they contribute a certain amount to the clubs. That's one way it can be done. The JFF needs to now find out from FIFA what kind of funds they can draw down on to give. And remember, you can't give every club, you know, but the parish associations need to have their affiliated clubs with proper administrations, with accountability, get funding for restart with a mandate. So this is not monies to but it's to get the clubs restarted again, because I am saying that a lot of these clubs had poured money in and the league stopped. So their millions just went up. Yeah. All right. Parish netball are the playing. There you go. Netball don't get a lot of fun. So it's not just a footballing thing. So I am thinking that maybe we need to say, okay, we have tier 2, we have, which is one from every parish. We have the Premier League. Maybe we need now tier 3 and tier 4. And whatever money, when they talk to the business, like the major hotels, all right, we are going to give you a 1% break. That 1% amounts to 10 million US. Out of that 10 million US, can you give not even 10%, you know, not 5%, right? Not because 10% is 1 million. 5% is $500,000 US. 2.5% is $250,000 US. You can give them 0.5% or 1%. 1% to the parish to run its football. Not a lot. Something to that effect. Maybe 1% is too little, but you understand what I mean? Because make the incentive for the industries high. It doesn't bother the taxation, but the give back is so low, but it can operate the football and the netball and in the parish, in that specific parish. And you look at probably 3 major industries in each parish. I am sure sports, do you think the top high schools get more funds and financial support than some major league? And definitely, I think, and a lot of this is because of past students, because a lot of students are more committed to their schools than their communities. And that is a sad reality. There's a lot of, for example, there's a lot of persons who give to JC or give to KC or give to Calabar who don't help their community. They don't help the communities that they come from. They don't keep a treat in their community that costs them $50,000, but they'll give $100,000 to the school. That's a person's choice. And I don't know why that is, but that is a part of the reality that we live in. Yeah, man. So it's not like people, listen, people, let me tell you this. And this, the next thing I'll say to you, many people have this idea that schoolboy football get a lot of support. Let me say it to you again. Until you have gone to a Saturday game when, let's use, oh geez, a Saturday game when said, if Demby were to play Mayday on a Saturday, what will the crowd be like? When Little London plays Green Island on a Saturday, what is the crowd like? So when we talk about schoolboy football, when Taki plays on a Saturday, when Taki plays Arakabesa High, what is the crowd like? When Iona plays St. Mary Technical High School, what is the crowd like on a Saturday when the kids are not coming out at those schools? So sometimes when Glengoff plays Guys Hill, what is the crowd like? So when we talk sometimes, you hear that? You hear what you're saying though? Jack's team them there. That is the point I'm making. So every time we talk about schoolboy football and how them have a huge fan base, we're really talking about around 20 schools over the 100 and other, you know. We're really talking about like 10%, you know. It's really 10% or less we're talking about in terms of this big old fan base that schoolboy football have, you know. You ever check out schoolboy football have? You ever check out when Casey and JC are play? You ever check out when Arden and Meadowbrook play? Oh. Cedar Grove and Bridgeport. Any game you mark, listen, I'm follow me be around football a long time. No matter how you mark it, Green Island versus Little London, no matter how you market it and you put it on TV, you put it on every platform, it's just certain schools get support, brother. Certain schools. Come on, man, make me know about that talk. Talk about that, man. Come on, man. We must do better than that, man. It's the reality, no, man. Only certain schools. Yeah, Arden versus Meadowbrook. That was an actual game. You saw, right? Arden played Meadowbrook. You know, the bottom of the table clash. What do you think the crowd support was like? I was born ready, Donovan. Let me give you an next example. All right? It's just like champs. Look how much teams participate at champs. The majority of the crowd supports how many schools at champs? Let me give you the schools. KC, JC, even Edwin Alina, since them start, when them start of supporters. Because back in the days, it was Veer. Right? If you remove, watch this. Yes, if you remove all the athletes who participate at champs on the last day out of the stadium, you probably only find KC, JC, Calabar, Geo, some Excelsior fans and a couple other schools. So all right. Big up Richard Green says back in the days. Yeah, man, let me tell you this. Back in the days, anywhere Wadada and Seba play, jump up, no matter what them playing. Them could be playing for nothing, practice game. Anywhere Reno and any one of the team from Montego Bay play, jump up. People, you forget that you had games where, even in Sabina Park with Arnett Garden and Tivoli problems, crowd and all of them things, the team get mad. Come on, man. So we always talk, and we put local football, like we have put schoolboy football above it. Only certain schools, them kind of crowd, they go. When this league was running, and you have all Reno playing Seba, you have Arnett playing Reno. When you had Galaxy in the league, you want to go Jared Park and see how up a hillside pack up a people? Wembley. You saw when, you understand me? When Reno play Seba, what are the Arvale kickers? When Black Lions from St. Catherine. Point I am making is simple as this. This idea, yeah, somebody telling me owners have to have deep pockets. That is what I'm saying, Sarah Holmes, because you understand the dynamics of it. So because the point I'm trying to make is, how are the clubs, the lower level clubs, the major league clubs, how Original, because there's a team in Clarendon called Original Hazard. How are they going to come back? Remember, Wadada was supposed to play off. They didn't. They didn't make the tier 2. They did, right? Where are they going to get the resources? Shouldn't there be some sponsorship? Who is going to find that money? Las Perfectos. I mean, Las Perfectos have Tony James at the Monday. But yeah, respect Fresh God. That is the point I'm making. Right? KW Media says, totally understand what I said, man. Yes, football is profitable, but clubs have to take some responsibility for their own sustainability. True. They have to. They have to. But at the same time, I think there has to be a more collective approach to investing in sports in Jamaica. In other words, the government of Jamaica, when I say people, yes, when management said government, me I talk all political parties. So don't me not talking JLP, PNP. Me I talk what your name? People's Political Party, JLP, PNP, NDM, past and present. The government of Jamaica need to make our business owners see football as an industry. That's where it must start. What that means is, listen, we have an industry called sports in Jamaica. We are going to give you some ease and exting so that some resources can go into football. All right? So we are going to ask for 1% or 0.5% fee from every passenger that comes into the island. You do that with the airlines. You can do one with the hotel industry. You understand? You can do one with those major people import. Just understand and say, listen, here's what. Every time you do that, we are going to, you get something. You know, there's some other benefit. Tax. You get a 2% tax write-off at the end of the year. Something. So it benefits them. So it benefits them, right? And also as part of that, because you're going to give this to this parish, your company, I don't want to call any name, right? But your company will be on all the jerseys. Your company will be on all the jerseys for all the sports at the parish level in that. So if they play a major league, whatever, you get that. You can also put up at any venue what you want to advertise. It has to be done from the governmental level. The federation level, they now need to find out from FIFA what resources are available to give to some of these local places. No, this is how now you're going, where I agree with the people, this is how you're going to get rid of some of the clubs. Because you're going to have to say clubs, which is what you're doing now, you know. You have to license and register. A man say, you have a bank account, you can register. Are you a registered company? You can't be a part of the league. You have to go play amateur football. Irks, you're gone. That is it. But for those who qualify based on your set standards, they have to be, money is made available to them. They will be in for a rude awakening running a football club. Takes a lot of money with no guarantee. Exactly so. Hey, people, let me also tell you this. At the international level, how many clubs are making profit? Manchester United not making any profit, you know. Arsenal have been reporting loss. City reporting loss. Barcelona. Most of the big clubs that we talk about as if they're about, yo, you know how much money Real Madrid, look how much money their man they pay. A lot of them are operating at losses. They have assets that if they were to fall and sell the assets, then probably can, you know, pay off their debt. They probably have good net profit. Government now fix road, them are go put money. Then the government, I didn't say the government supposed to. Lord, Omar, brother, may I have the same first name? We have to reason more logical. I never said the government to give people money. Create system where the businesses can put money into sport. And that me say, brother, me never said the government to give nobody money. What wrong with you, man? Brother, may I have the same surname? We have to reason differently. I didn't say the government to give people money. There's no handout. The companies, the businesses, you get what you call a conglomerate in every parish. And say, listen, you will get these 4 hotels here, this 3 industry, this, you understand me? You have some gas stations, for example, that them have like, hey, like, say for example, a gas station, there are, them probably have around 1,000 gas stations. All I say to them is, listen, you are responsible for Hanover. So say you name Rubies or Total, you're responsible for Hanover. Take a parish. We're going to give you 1% off here when, me just as a hypothetically speaking, I don't want to go take it and quote it and say blah, blah, blah. Hypothetically speaking, 1% for every 1% break for every barrel of oil you're bringing, as an example. All right? Out of that 1%, we wanted to give 0.1 to sporting development in this parish. Everybody benefit. The government has still collect, the company I get a look a break, and the community a benefit. That's all it's just a suggestion. Right? the league, no, I mean, I agree with this, go down to 6 teams. What management, both political parties have or had hands involved with teams, and the teams weren't profitable, so how they gonna help the other teams? Well, that's a very good one. I don't know, that's a very good one. United can't even fix them pool? Really? See, Brain Jane telling us that PSG has the biggest loss of any club. There you go. But I'm not about to say, look how much money them are this. Them money can buy players, but they're selling merchandise. But the overall operation of those clubs, some of them are in serious debt. God bless you. Bless up, man. Unfortunately, it will be easier to convince the business community to buy in if we get away from community football, because we love the tax break, but stigma is still there. No, they're not owning the clubs. They're not giving it to specific clubs. So I am assuming that 1% could work out, that 0.1% could work out to like, it could, over a year, it could work out to $500,000 US. That's enough money to give into a parish netball competition, a parish football competition, a parish cricket competition. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that give it to Arnett Gardens or give it to Tivoli Gardens Football Club or to, no, give it to the parish through some constituency funding for sports specifically. And that, so when a parish competition is run, you can give the clubs money to run it. You get the club's jersey. You put that, you put I Am Sure Sports on all the football jerseys, all the netball jerseys, all the cricket jerseys. You put, suppose, like I say, it's a gas station, you put it on all the jerseys. So they get that. And any one of the venues in the parish, they want to put up their billboards, they can, as an incentive to them. It's just an idea, Maybe it can be fleshed out and work out differently. You understand me? Because people, Jamaica cannot afford to not have community activity like football. It is the only sport that is played in every community in Jamaica and have corner leagues that bring people together. You cannot remove that. What you can say is that, listen, like I said, when you start give incentive, people have to qualify. You don't qualify, so your club cannot, you don't meet the criteria, your club cannot be a part of it. But you can still play football. You cannot say take the clubs out of the community. There are communities that, though they are garrison communities, are rural communities, they can still operate. Listen, Negril is a community, you know. You can put a club in Negril. And if you say put a club in Negril or put a club in, you understand me, and call it Orange Bay, which is down in Negril, or call it Negril FC, why you can't have a club named Maxfield FC, regardless of the stigma? Because not everybody down in the community operate. There are businesses that operate in a lot of these places. And sometimes when you think about it, you think about the quote-unquote garrison community. But there are other communities that have stigma. We can't allow the stigma to stop us still. From pouring into it. People, it's Super Friday, you know. Super Friday, jeez. Juice all done, you know. And some of you are yet to make your World Cup picks. Don't choose, you don't. You don't choose your bracket yet. But sports in general in Jamaica, and don't be fooled, people, a lot of schools lose a lot of money in sports in Jamaica. You hear? That is why you're seeing the rise and fall of schools. Tell them Garvan FC, because people who run clubs know, you know. People who run clubs know. Listen, I'd love for you guys to hear the Bim Williams story, the man who used to run Reno. You have heard from Harville Powell. Love for you one day to hear Horace Reed story. Tony James story about Las Perfectos. And then you can understand. Drink a beer. Boy, the man said drink a beer. Respect. respect. All right, sir. Beer can empty. Not a beer, people. Don't get it twisted. Can't tell you what it is, but it's not beer. Paul Marriott, blessings. Paul Marriott, perhaps it isn't a magic portion, but a convening of all stakeholders. Every overtime can iron out the best possible initiatives that will limit losses or break even. Definitely, brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. I like that. I that's what I'm thinking, because listen, it benefits the government, you know. Hey, let me tell you this. Listen, people, I can tell you this. When Mobie, Seba, Wadada, Violet Kickers, Fogo, Reno, when all of these teams were playing Premier League, crime in the West was not anywhere close to this. Rossies was doing well, and all of those teams, Carnival was doing it, and Herbert was doing well. You'd see all of Montego Bay, all of Westmoreland. I think that is part of the solution to our crime problem. Could possibly be, how do we get back football being played at a competitive level in these communities or from teams coming out? How can we do that? I think that is a brilliant idea. So that's why I said the stakeholders, the politicians, the businesses, because it benefits everybody. You understand me? Big up, Senegal. God bless you. You need to come on, you need to call in, you know, and give your bracket, you know, so we can see who you're picking, you know. Some of the man them don't want to give them bracket, you know, because them don't want wrong, you know. You need to call in and give your bracket, you know, so we can know who you're picking to win the World Cup. I know you pick Senegal, but yeah, need to know what's going on. Yeah. Like football has a way of of Garvan FC, I'd love for you to come on and talk to these people, you know. I would love for you to come on and talk to these people about how investing in football. When I tell people how much money I poured into football, but I was doing it for more like social thing to help people still, not for, you understand me? It was my way. Yeah, man, I mean, I know 12th Street, man. Yo, we used to travel from, Ludwig, we used to travel from down, you know, early morning, man. We used to come pick me up 4 o'clock, we go play a Patago League, you know. Hey, that's how it's there, you know. a lot of corner league, you know. It's corner league. Get my uncle and mash up, you know, because we used to play corner league for pay. You understand me? Not a good idea, young ballers. Don't do it. Travel from all over Jamaica, from St. Elizabeth to Westmoreland to Mandeville to Clarendon to St. Catherine to Kingston and St. Andrew to Trelawney to Mobile to Hanover, yeah, to St. Mary to all a place called Bath. You understand me? For St. Thomas, let's go play corner league. Get a little money. Don't do it, people. It's unhealthy. Yeah, man. Edwin Allen funded by PIBA. Pass. Edwin Allen, Ballers Association. Big up Gregory Messam and the rest of the man them down there. But yeah. But I think that, you know, we have to look at that, because if we don't fix this, you know, football, because here's the truth. In every place where football has improved, one of the things that has happened is that the more people who play it, is the better it's going to be. It's a corner league wreck careers. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Boy, tell me about it. I know about the corner league. I know about the corner league business. I wouldn't advise people to play corner league still, but to each his own. I benefited. You understand me? I can say I benefited. You understand me? I benefited. It was rough, but I benefited significantly. So I'm not going to knock it still. Yeah. I know you're going Ludwig, man. Then if all them team there, if the team with Long Life was running down there, man, was still playing in Premier League and all of those things, a lot of the ballers them used to come from down there, play for Reno and them places there. I'm telling you, that is what, listen, there's a place in Westmoreland called Newmarket. You see, when Westmoreland was Westmoreland, that's where their corner league was played, people. It was long after that, so they had the corner league regularly that played there. And when you go to Newmarket, packed and full of people. They move it up to the South Primary School when they used to play the Patagol, and Richie Stevens used to have this big concert that at the end of the Patagol, them used to do it. All of those things. I mean, I tell you, Mobile used is Mount Salem Corner League. Hey, listen, when you have all of the top ballers, them from all over Jamaica come play them leagues here, you had the hotel leagues that were going on. The more people are playing football in Jamaica, I guarantee you, it may not cut down crime to zero, but I think it will reduce it by probably 5%. That's how powerful. If you have football going constantly and then cricket at the community level going, and you have your youth clubs and playing netball and those things with schoolboy football, I really, really believe that things will change. But we have a call coming in right now. So, Garvan.
Yes, my general.
Yeah, man, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Yeah, man, doing good, man. We're
Yeah,
sick out for when, man, so we're up and running again, man. You make a valid point a while ago.
Yeah.
You remember when you asked about the inner city in Montego Bay?
Yeah, man.
Right. And you know me, well, every interview me well with for my channel, and me ask all of the farmer baller them, like the T. Gat Davis and Mr. Warren Barrett them. And that's one of the questions I ask them, because back in those days, as a youth like me growing up, remember they play Division 1, right? And me I play against Seba. What are that? You know, because them used to use all of them big teams in the Division 1 as a pre practice or whatever game. Them just went in there. Them can't win. You understand? Them not, because they can advance, but the little team like the little community, you know, your Glen Devon and, you know, the little team from Canterbury, the Frontiers, and team from Gully, Exodus.
Yep.
You know, all of them teams that look for you to go against the big mighty team, but what are than Violet Kickers and all of those big teams. You know, as a youth, they make you feel.
Yeah,
You know,
listen, Mount CLM had one of the biggest corner leagues in Jamaica.
One of the biggest.
Yep. I'm telling you. Listen, the Hotel League down in Montego Bay was like almost like bigger than Premier League.
Yes, man. So all of the players them man interview me, ask them about it because remember, you know, as a youth, you know, all of the you can play ball, you know, all of the hotel them take you in, you know, for work, you know, just to play in the hotel league, you know.
Exactly.
You know,
so there was this connection between the businesses and the communities. And a lot of football. And then I'm telling you, I think like if we can get this going again, we will not probably be able to get back to where we were now. But I'm sure that a lot of the crime that we see across some of the communities would reduce significantly. Yeah,
because you know most of you, you know, Jamaican full of football. But them go get this encouraged because when you're looking into it, you play a Division 1 and you play against some you know what I mean? That not motivated. But if the youth them have the team them more like what we said, like what we used to play back in the days, that we give you drive because you want to go up against someone who on TV. You understand me?
Yeah.
That we help a lot in the community. That's just like England. We have the league cup and you know, all of them little thing there.
Yeah, man, know that him go and play against Holland or you know, him go play against Pep side and Pep will get to see him. You understand me?
Yeah. So like we have the resource, you know, to get the country back to where we want to, you know. But it go take time, you know, because you know, not more overnight, you know, but we have to start from somewhere. And sports was one of the main things because when Jamaica qualified for the World Cup 1998, you know, say that day in Jamaica was one of the days where there was no crime across the whole entire island for about 3 or 4 days, probably more.
Yeah, man, definitely. We need to find a way again to get the youths like more football playing, more structured competition right across our communities. You understand me? Maybe we need to find a way that when you have them Zozos or them whatever they are, that we start get back some clubs in the communities where them play football.
Yeah, I remember when we used to have used to have the local youth club. Like, I don't know if I remember in Mobile there, they have a youth club named Force United. One of the biggest youth club ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They used to have youth club all about. And then summertime, you know, the whole of the youth them out of the community gone on different communities.
What the gym down the name? What name again? The big old boxing gym.
Jagan Gym.
Yeah,
Jagan Gym.
Yeah.
That gym done a mash down, man, and that gym done a broke down, man, and turn down, man, and even the UDC feel right now. Now feel that they are UDC again, man.
Listen,
when there is a gym, feel like come and figure out UDC.
I tell people about the field what them used to call Wembley. I'm Mobile.
Enough people don't know about Wembley, man. Out of Jacksal, listen.
Jacksal, man.
No, out of Jacksal. No, Jacksal, out of Red. Sorry,
yeah, out of Reading, yeah, man. The field of flood out.
Out of Reading, yeah, man.
Flood out. Nice feeling, you know. People don't know them. But tell
nice
people
field,
about,
man.
Listen, them time that when you go all a Leety, go play a ball, when you play all anchovy in a school,
right.
I tell people them think that the West was different. I'm gonna tell it, listen, same thing in Kingston. Kingston was different when you have like baller play on Maxfield Avenue. Baller player everywhere you have corner league because man I leave from Maxfield, man I go all over go play some competition. Man I pick up them virgin and man I go upper Temple Lawrence Tavern go play ball all over. People that move all over Kingston. Waterhouse man I go play a league and all of them things. You understand me? Man I come from back to go come play a league. Cockburn Pen come play a league. And so you found that the crime, though you had issues, it wasn't like this, and we have to find a way.
It wasn't.
To get the youth.
Because I forgot one time, somebody come pick me up one time, you know, me I play ball, you know, for go to Westmoreland, you know, me I tell you, say, you know, when we are going to Westmoreland, you know, man, round the Bush Park we are going now. We are the home go car, have car around there, and I pay a bike and bicycle, and I use round the road taxi, you know.
Yeah.
But I think we keep a member around yesterday. So them the look moment, there was some fun moment as I look at you, we can't wait to go back. You know, the other week. You know, like Jamaica by whole, it's like we can fix, you know.
Yeah.
But we go take the whole nation. Because, you know, remember when everybody have a mother and father, you know.
Definitely.
Them days where I come from, you know. When I have everybody your mother, your father, you know, because, you know, you go out on the street, everybody look out for you, you know what I mean? As I look at you, you can play ball like community, everybody, you know, want to see you reach somewhere, you know. We can reach there, man. But we work up predictions to the Brazil, you know.
Brazil, all right, boss. Yeah, but all right.
But the thing is, you know, it's kind of funny, you know, with the World Cup thing, you know, because I don't know if you notice, you know, this World Cup, you know, very unpredictable, you know, because even though, you know, I'm on a diet Brazil or Argentina or France, you know, if you look funny, all the season set on the intro with the lead up to the game, you know, it's a one where anybody can win, my boss. But he said this we're going to get a big surprise still, even though I say Brazil, but I feel Denmark can give you a big surprise, even one of the African teams.
All
you
right.
know, I feel people are sleep on Denmark, you know. Denmark is a team, you know, if you notice, you know, no big team that beat them, you know, for the last 2 years, you know. And them solid defensively, and them good in the midfield. Them probably have a good out and out goal scorer. You know what I mean? But them are hold them one. Because them midfield wise, them solid, and defensive wise, and solid. And you know, midfield and defense win game. And win championship.
Yep, definitely.
You know, them just want to find. Them just want to find somebody to score one goal a game, and them all right. You know, with Ericsson in their midfield, with him set piece, set play, and them little thing there. You know, you can't go anywhere. But I feel people are asleep on them still. But nah, lie. I think them can give the world a big surprise. Them are my dark horse.
Yeah,
Let me say
Denmark.
so far, them are Denmark and Senegal. But if it's Senegal can create a star, because the thing is, you know, over the years, you know the African team that the biggest downfall, you know, in the World Cup, you know, is when them reach a big stage, you know, unity in there, and this Senegal team look like them fully unite.
Yeah.
This is the first me ever see one African team that organize and play together. If you notice, you know, the Ivory Coast, you know, we are one of the most deadliest team, you know, in Africa, you know, with the Didier Drogba and the Touré brother and name it. And them never reach, because when them go and play individual football.
Yeah.
But me watch this Senegal team play in the African Cup of Nations. This Senegal team play and know say Sané Mane him are the main man. And them know say all right, then guess what? We have a leader and him are a leader, so we are play together.
Yeah,
you know, so this Senegal team
out,
probably.
though.
Wow. You know, some didn't get the news there.
Yeah, man, Mane out of the World Cup. They thought he could have returned after the first game, but he's out.
Whoa.
I think Ghana is a team. I think Ghana is a team that you can watch, but Ghana is in a very difficult zone because they have Uruguay, South Korea, and Portugal in that zone. But Ghana, they even played a practice game against Switzerland and defeated Switzerland. You know, so they have a very good team. They have the guy called Tariq Lamptey from Brighton that has changed citizenship. And he's there now. You know, Thomas Partey from Arsenal is also there. So they have a very good team. They have a very good team. IU brothers.
And not only that, you know, even I think you guys get your fear boy there, Arsenal forward there. Nketiah. I think Nketiah probably not the squad though.
No.
Papers not come through in time?
No, I don't think he's in it. But I can check it and see. I have the squad.
Yeah, man, check it, because I think him when saying go switch allegiance, you know. So I don't know if them because them said they need another striker. So I'm not sure if him did exactly.
No, I don't. So let me tell you the players that are there. They have Inaki Williams, that is the brother of the one who plays for Spain. Right?
Spain, yeah.
So yeah. No man, but yeah, Jordan Ayew and yeah. And his brother is also there, Andre Thomas Partey. You have Kudo, you have Saliuso, who scored for them in the friendly game. He's the other player that got added. He's a guy from Southampton. They have Daniel Amarty from Leicester City, a guy who plays centre back sometime. But so they have a good side. They have a good
team. Because between me and you, I don't know if you watch the youth there, we play for Southampton, the defender you never had.
Yeah, man, he's a good defender.
I don't know how no big team. I don't know how no big team not take it.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player.
Because you know me as a Chelsea man selling about. You know me as a man who love watch Arsenal for a long time. You know? He's a Chelsea man, but I'm not afraid to tell him and say we love watch Arsenal. You know? Arsenal from way back in the days. Because how me cheer for Chelsea now from 1996. Because through them have the Jamaican, Frank Sinclair and a couple more young Jamaican in the team. So, you know, we got support. So, so maybe a Chelsea fan, you know. But Arsenal is a team where they always want them to go.
Yeah, but when we talk about
rival,
African,
you know?
When we talk about the African teams, we fail to forget that Morocco is an African team, Egypt is an African team, Tunisia is an African team, Algeria is an African team. But I think when we say African team, we're not talking those teams, you know.
Yeah, me know about that. Talk about who me think can really look for and say could I make a real impact.
Yeah, but
you know,
okay. Yeah, man, I understand that. But I just wanted to know that when they say African team, those teams are also
African, yeah.
Africa nations as well.
Because Morocco have a good team, you know.
Yeah, because they have Hakimi and
biased about it, you know.
They have Hakimi and Ziyech and those guys.
Yeah, but the thing when we realize with Morocco, the last 2 games I think I watch, them kind of when they play more like an individual, not as a unit like Mr. Senegal and even Cameroon play as a unit.
Okay.
But me just think Cameroon probably matter about like, you know, when they reach to the World Cup, all them always play individual because them look a big contract.
Remember these guys have Ziyech from Chelsea, and Nesri is his name from Sevilla.
Yeah.
Right. Very, very, very good player. Amrabat that plays for Florentina. They have Saez who play for Besiktas. He was at Wolves and he moved to Besiktas. You have Hakimi at PSG. So they have a good team. You have the other guy who is at West Ham, Agoud. He's also, you know, so they have a good side, you know.
Yeah, man, me not underestimate them team, you know, but me just try to figure out the team when I watch. When I watch, we mostly them play to how them play. Yeah. You know, them play like a team. You know, because me see the Senegal play and the Cameroon. You know, me feel them have a more chance.
Okay.
Because Samuel Eto'o make a big changes since he got there. Them a play as a team. You know, them not play as an individual. Because me watch the game against Egypt in the final with the Senegal and Egypt. The African Cup final, and the way our Senegal play, like them have a never die spirit. You know, them keep going.
Yeah.
And them play, and them coach is a very good coach. Because the way them set them up, you know, them know when to defend and them know when to attack. And them hit you on them know how to suck pressure and hit you on the counter. Because one of the time Egypt with Salah when kind of push them back and we see how all of them come back, you know, and pack and then them start hit on the counter. So them know how to play pretty and to me them know how to play on a counter too. And they know when to defend. So that's why we kind of have them as one of the dark horse, you know, with Denmark.
Yeah, man. All right, sir. Yeah, man. Blessing for God. I'm glad you came on and share your experience in terms of operating a team down there in Trelawney and what that was like. All right, so big up. That's God.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, Garvan.
Yeah, man, let me give one more thing for them, ball. One more thing for them with the football left. You know, say, to be honest, you know, say it's hard for an individual to really say him go run a club in Jamaica. It's tough.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah, man, if it wasn't for Edmund Bartlett, man, my boss, I don't lie, but that team that would have give up on a long time, you know?
Yeah.
But I wish every man, every of the politician them or the councillor, the MP for the parish them, I wish each and every one of them would have do something for the football like I say that man try to do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, all right, my boss. I'm
Yeah,
going to watch it. I'll finish what
Yeah,
you
man. All right,
all right, my boss. Respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That's a club owner talking about the experience of running a club. Paul Marriott says, I endorse your point wholeheartedly, man, but at cricket. Yeah, man, totally. That's why I said that. Imagine you have football running in the parishes, netball, cricket. Understand me? I don't know how the swimming will work still because we have never been, but even boxing, there used to be a lot of boxing across Jamaica. You know, so we really need to get back, you know, to some of these things. I think, again, let me say it again, I believe that part of the solution to the problem is greater attention to sports, and that part of that comes from, you know, the government in terms of providing leadership in that area and getting corporate Jamaica on board. You know, when the government speak, you know, whichever party is in power, the people listen. The people listen, and there's a way to provide. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, cricket. Hey, brethren. Even the whole cricket thing, you know, cricket. Cricket is the next thing that, boy, may I tell you that cricket is dying out, you know. You can imagine that Jamaica have so many wealthy persons, and the Talawas has always struggled to be owned by a Jamaican from the government gave it up, or a Jamaican as part of the ownership. It's a very strange thing. You know, our athletes, some of our athletes, some of their biggest sponsorship is from overseas companies, not even local ones. And it's not like there are companies in Jamaica who are making billions, you know. Billion, not millions, you know, billions, you know. You understand? So we have to find a way, because this crime thing is a problem. And, you know, maybe there's too much. Listen, here's my thing. You know that personally, I think when people never used to see soldier until a particular time, there's a greater fear for soldiers. I think people have become so familiar with soldiers that there is not this fear again for the soldiers, because people see them every day. When you have soldiers out there, it's like, you know, you know, really, when in the States, you don't really see American soldiers, you know, even in the most hostile community, you know. If you see soldier coming out the community that the States, you know, the way them coming at Jamaica, you know, brethren, there's a problem. That is the kind of thing. Like there was a time when people say, yo, soldier come. It was a different approach. No money about soldier. My man say, I have a bit of business with them. You understand me? Man, no business anymore. And I think instead of having soldiers out there, we need to find some way to play some sports in the community. And many people them stop seeing the soldier, then when they meet a soldier come, them start. You understand me? Then start tremble. But we have lost that, even that kind of fear, because what? Stop playing what kind of cricket? What you talk about, man? Cricket continues to be West Indies sport. You hear? Not because you live in Jamaica. You go places like Guyana. You watch the Guyanese, them man, they play cricket regularly. In Trinidad, a lot of these Caribbean territories play more cricket than football. So the rampant cricket is more popular. Listen, as a sport, I can tell you this. Cricket is more played across the Caribbean than football right now. Cricket. But when you think about Jamaica, it is not so. But not because it's not in Jamaica. Some of these little islands, man, the Antigua and Barbuda and St. Lucia and them places, a lot of cricket, man. Nevis, Grenada. But that's my solution, you understand me? Because this whole club football at the parish level, it needs to be solved. I got this. Yeah, man, cricket. Yeah, tell her, man. The Indians are trying to bring cricket to Houston. All right, Eagle Republic. I got this today, you know. It says, hello, I'm a young Swiss and I am a supporter of the football national team for Jamaica. That's why I'm looking for a shirt size XL from the wonderful team. I'd be very happy if you send me a shirt size XL. Thank you very much. Then the response is, this letter is from a fan in Switzerland. The JFF, one of many we have received. The JFF Football Federation, the Jamaica Football Federation is now creating a website to supply kits anywhere in the world. Please be patient. In the meantime, fans in Jamaica can purchase the Umbra branded shirt at the office of the Jamaica Football Federation. This brand will be available as of December 31st, 2022. Adidas will supply kits starting January 1st, 2023. Yeah. Yeah, man, then all New York and them place a whole for cricket to play. I don't know. Hey, Eagle Republic, you need to leave Houston, man. You need all demon tell about the cricket we are going over there. Brethren, cricket is very popular here. Anywhere you see the Guyanese and the Trinis, you know, you don't see the Guyanese in the States playing football. A cricket them a play. I think it's around, Akeem Morris, I think the kit at the GFF office is around $5,000, you know. I think. Not more than 5,000. And you can get the reggae girls, reggae boys one. Anyone. All right. Anything else, people? And then we are going to go. Tomorrow is big day. Tomorrow we have football and cricket. We're going to do some watch along. You understand me? Yeah, we're going to do some watch along to the local games. I wonder if I donate $5,000 to the national female team, they will advertise my trading course on their jersey in the trading course or training course. The cricket host is asking management what time is the cricket watch along. Cricket host. You tell me. Cricket host. What time is the watch along cricket host? Cricket host. What time is the cricket watch along cricket host? Talk to me. Because you are deep about the cricket host. What time is the cricket watch along? No more when the cricket match start, cricket host. Easy, man. We're going to run it, man. We're going to watch the Champions Cup. We're going to both of them at the same time. So football people can watch it and cricket people can watch it. Oh, stock market trading. Okay, I see what you mean. All right. Freedom blog. All right, so text the number. We'll see we can work that out. See if they're willing to do that. I don't know if that is what they will ask you, far, but we can try and see if we can work out something. Because I think you do want money, I think you want to take over the Reno thing, but it look like you're gonna Green Island. I don't know. But so just text the number right there. And see we are running down there, and after that there is a 373 number. We can see we can help you with that. Manage, do you believe it's a terrible idea if the Jamaica Football Federation establishes 2 stores in 2 airports to sell reggae boys and reggae girls merchandise? Listen, here's what I think. 2026 coming up, I think the JFF need to partner with some people who probably have some Jamaican places and stores and stuff over there, and begin to get Jamaican jerseys in the States, in Canada right now, in almost preparation for 2026. Start capitalize on that right now. Although online is where most people buying right now still. Yeah, 130. Arnold Goldberg. What a go on. What say you for tomorrow? KW Media says, why sell the Umbro December 20th if Adidas jersey is going to be available? No, sorry, I got the date wrong. They're going to sell the Umbro up to the 31st of December. Guess they need to get rid of the stock. Yeah, then watch a game. You mean say we don't must expect you to buy us towards Jamaica. I'll be on it, man. So you and I will be on it, and we're going to link up demo. Because remember, we're going to be watching football and talking football and cricket. So I got that wrong, KW Media. It is December 31st. All right. And not December 20th. Manning's one, my bad. All right. And so on Sunday, we won't be having a watch along to the game because Manning's man after their church. I think that skip it for no football. Mad. However, after the game, we're gonna have some top coaches breaking down the game. You will be surprised at one of these coaches. I'm telling you, not from Jamaica, but he will be here Sunday. I can't tell you. It has to be a surprise. Yeah. And he will be giving you his picks as well. You're going to be hearing from him. That's on Sunday. Yeah. So Freedom Vlog, yeah, man. Link up and thing, and then we can see if we can do that, all right? Oh, you said you should just give the fans jersey. You want a jersey, KW Media? I suspect if you want a jersey, you can get a jersey. We can have a giveaway. Can give you a jersey. Me to buy a jersey in support still, you know. Yeah. They buy some tickets and give away, and maybe we can have a giveaway and give you one of the jersey them. I don't know. Maybe that can happen. It no matter if a Umbro jersey or Adidas, man. Yeah, wait for the Adidas here, so that me I say no make no sense you go buy it, but wait on the Adidas. Yeah. Anything else for the people? All right, we're going to talk about the JPL games tomorrow. So remember, we're going to watch along to the Champions Cup games. We're going to talk Manchester versus Stats, Mannings versus JC, KC versus Central, and Central and Clarendon College versus Mona. Hope Mr. Butler doing well. I heard that they said that he won't be around as well. You understand me? Hope he's doing well. Whatever ailment is there, that he recovers from it. Formula Sport up at the running. Formula boy, you reach a party late here, man. Yo, the man them just scrape out the last something of soup with the 2 dumpling them down at the bottom of the pot right here now. Not even the scraping the man just a dash pay water upon the fire right here now. You understand me? Formula party done. See, hey, Yo. So the gate man will go away with the whole of the money there for go give security for go lodge at a bank tomorrow morning. Because the show done. Formula, you arrive. And see the artist just a drive out the man. See the boxman start pull down the wire them there and see then now, sir. See the man pack up the laptop then now formula. Show the dance done formula. One college, what? Big up Arnold. Where is it? Jamaica College. It's Arnold, Jamaica College. Hey, the artist a drive out, son. See the gate man just gone with the bag of money there, with the security guard. So them go, drop it off a bank and blah blah blah. Yeah, man. See, man. See how the trucker reversing to come pick up his speaker box them and the man, the selector pack up him laptop and all of them thing there. Hey, watch out. You see man, them turn off all the light. Them family, you reach so late. Yeah, man, well dressed to the party and the man reach late here, man. The family ain't easy now. Big up yourself, family sports. Yeah. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. All right, you say Arnold Goldberg. One Jamaica College? That you say? Or Cornwall College? Which college you talking? Which college you talking? Yes, I want to thank all the people who supported the channel by giving a super chat today. Really appreciate it. I think we got 4 on the Super Friday. You understand? We never meet the target of 10, but we still give a thanks, you understand me, for the 1s and the 2s and the 3s. You understand me? Really appreciate that. So bless up one and all for that. High school that Mannings, what you talk about? Which high school? Oh, Kingston College you might talk. Oh, Kingston College. Okay. Not Jamaica College. So I'm not talking Cornwall, I'm not talking Clarendon. Who I'm talking? Kingston College? You have to ask someone that, Brian. But I think Simon Coach Minzy with CC a couple of weeks ago though. So it's politics time, and maybe he's busy. Yeah. Or, everything is back up now and he's a sound system operator. So maybe he might drop some beats on the streets, Yeah, maybe that's what's going on that side of town. Yes, people. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Let me see. Make sure I get all your comments before I go. 189. 189. Don't have a clue what that means. Moss Kingston College. Him talk. All right. Arnold says high school that Mannings. Don't know him talk about, Cause him say one college, So my time this comments them, I don't understand the comments. You understand me? So big up people. Again, go out support the Champions Cup tomorrow. You are big up the school from St. Anne Castle because yeah, they really did. Oh, 189 Old Hope Road, one college. No man, Arnold, everybody I say attack. Man I say attack. JC, man say a KC, man say a CC, man say a, I don't know which school it. Man say a Monroe, MC. Which one they talking, man? Declare yourself, no man. Declare yourself, no man. Declare yourself before we close the show, It's not me, Arnold. See, you see, the grandfather put up one thing and thing, man. You have to show your colors enough. Oh, yeah. So the purple there, for the A, yeah. How could I not see that? Yeah, man. So the man put up in purple and white there, man. Fortis for life, man. The man say, man. Yeah, Fortis for life. All right. So, people, we have come to the end of this one. I want to thank you for joining. I want to thank you for being a part of the show today on this Super Friday. It was a good one. It was a good day, and I really appreciate your company for the time that we spent today, right? Really, really appreciate and respect all of you. All those who watch, all those who liked, all those who subscribe. You understand me? All those who continue to share our platform with others and encourage them to be a part of the platform. We want to say thank you. I want you to have a fantastic weekend. As much as it is up to you, live at peace with all persons, right? That may mean to walk away, even giving up your right so you can preserve your life. You know, that's okay. Live to fight another day, right? Thank you so much. Again, you know, check out all the other persons out there. You may appreciate management, but nothing is wrong if you listen to someone else, right? Show love to all the vloggers and support those who you feel comfortable in your own self to support. Get ready for the World Cup. We have some great things in store for you. I want to leave with you something from the Russies High School all the way out there in Hanover that I want as many of you as possible who can support them to support them and show them some love. So again, I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and we are over, and we are OUT out.
This one dedicated to our
Yes, it's finally here. The Russies Brosis Foundation presents the official groundbreaking of the Colin Miller Sports Complex on Friday, December the 16th, 2022. Let's come meet and greet the barbecue session at the auditorium. On Saturday, December the 17th, 2022, the official groundbreaking ceremony. And don't forget the doubleheader football match between the Colin Miller International versus Emerson D. Henry Russies All-Stars. It's a family affair. Food and refreshment on sale. To miss is to diss. Russies Brosis to the world.